So this is the cover of the textbook. You can click up here to edit the title, subtitle, add in author's abstract, upload the cover, add in the keywords. So you can do a lot of editing from here. And then you can also see that you can import, you can click on the settings. So there are a few different places where you can reach how to edit. And then you can also just drag these around, you can title them, and then you can click save right there too. And then to add, you can click create content, or you can also click create here. So create content, just created something. So there's our new chapter. And same place up here, it's pretty consistent, the edit button just up in the top right corner. A cool feature is that you can actually import content from the Google Doc. So this is the link. Made sure that anyone with the link could view it, can import it as HTML. And then from here, this is where you can just have fun and add in different colors. So when I clicked on the heading, you can see that it went to the elements, because right up here, this is where you can add elements. So I'll show you here that if I want this to be call out box, I can click there, and then I'm able to, I can just copy this in, Control Shift V, keeps the formatting the same. And then what's cool is whenever you click on, so right here, this is the heading, but then this is the paragraph, and then it's also the list and the item. So these lines represent, so this is, the whole thing is the paragraph, but then the list is within the paragraph, and then the item is within the list. So these lines kind of indicate that, so you know what you're editing. So if I want to change the color on here, this is just a drop down. You can either change the font color or you can change the background color. If I want to change it to this blue, it's easy to do. And then the call out box, because the heading is within the call out box, if you go one step up, you could actually change the background. So if you want this to be a lighter background, you can do that too. And then what's really cool with you can actually just edit the ID class and style right here. And especially with the class, if you go into the settings for the whole book, you can actually just put it in right then. So you can edit the CSS there, and then you don't have to go through and change every single heading. So if you want this heading to be, let's say you want this heading to be green, so the background of it to be green, and you're like, oh, this is a little bit tight, you can actually add in some padding up here, and you can do the alignment as well. And then you can just label the class and then edit it and add that into the CSS. And so every heading 3 or heading 2, whichever one you're working with, will become green across the whole book. So there's some cool other features that did exist in the other one, but trying to pull it in and make it more user-friendly for this one. So those are some quick ways that you can edit. And same with, let's add in just an accordion just for fun. You can change font, background, border up here. And because now I clicked into the paragraph, you can see the paragraph. So it's only the elements that are relevant will appear on the right-hand side, or that are nested within the one that you're clicked on. We also have the outline, so then you can see the different headings. And I'll jump down so then you can more easily edit. And we have the HTML editor, and then functions. This is really cool because then you can remove spans or remove empty paragraphs. And of course we also have the history. One other neat thing is this edit button up here. So you can actually add in a paragraph above, you can add a paragraph below, because before this was here, if you want a paragraph there, you just can't click on the cursor. But once again, you want it to be below the call out box, not below the heading, which is why you can then click add below there. And then you can also move. Now it's back into the paragraph, so I'm going to click back for the call out box. So you can actually move it up and you can move it down. So in this case, it just moved it up 1, and so you would want to keep moving it up so then it's above the entire accordion. So those are just some really cool things. You can delete it, you can unwrap it, you can duplicate it. So if you really like this call-out box, you can duplicate it. So all of the features are just right here on the right-hand side. Really easy to use. And then you can also just explore what these ones are. And as we end up adding more in, it'll become really nice to have a search feature right here as well. And then you can click save. You can automatically save it. And then to exit the editor, all you need to do is click close editor. You make sure it was saved, and then you're good to go. And then there's a whole nother process for publishing, but this is the process for editing.